All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, however you might be listening, however you might be tuning in. If you're watching this live or a recording, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Carlos Gonzalez, and if I have not had the pleasure of meeting you, I have been around this project and program for going on 14 years. It'll be 14 years this June. And I have been in preventative health professionally for just about 24 years, so just about a decade prior. And I'm 50 years old, and I live here in a small town in northeastern Utah called Logan, Utah. I'm a big skier, fitness person, CrossFitter, health enthusiast, everything wellness, and everything freedom. So that's what we're about. We are a worldwide freedom awareness movement. And why I like to show this initial information is because with any movement, with any mission, we got to fund the project. And so I always tell people, we're going to cover the referral program at the end, but I like to preface this by saying, we do live in a new world. And while some of this information may not be for you right now, it may be for you in the future. It may make a difference. For many of you, it might be your first kind of general understanding about what's going on in terms of how businesses are marketing, how businesses are staying alive, right, in this new world. And so that's why it's important that you understand that we're part of that. We are, in business, if there's one thing I know for sure, you have to be able to adapt and be able to move with the trends and the times. And we'll get into the company and everything else, but what we have done is taken the best of social media, artificial intelligence, and affiliate marketing to create and help people create online assets. And again, if you're just looking at this from the health benefit, don't worry, we're going to get right into that. But this might be, like I said, for someone that love, or care about, who's looking for a real sustainable, viable way to make money from their home, because I do believe one of the healths, as we'll get into, is time health. And so what is this really? Well, this is online affiliate marketing with an initial front end educational offer. And what that educational offer allows you to do is gain the skills you need to actually become a professional marketer online. How do I make the real money, though, if I'm looking for a career opportunity? Because there's plenty of people on this call that are, plenty of people that will be watching the recording. And it's through our educational platform, of course, that's our front end offer. And then our high ticket, high commission back end offer, which is Enagic. And you're going to learn tonight why Enagic is so special. How does it work? It works through really artificial intelligence and, targeted ads, very specific pixel use and very specific target marketing. For me, every day, I'm looking to meet people like me, right? That want the best. They want the best in their life. And then what do? We provide the ongoing training, support, coaching, accountability. We have an organizational call every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, where we do training, accountability. And then, as we'll get into, the online community, which we're going to cover right now. So we have an online community we've partnered with. This is Online Empires. They are literally hundreds and nearly thousands of professional online entrepreneurs who market Enagic and the technology you're going to learn about tonight. So what is the technology? The technology is really true health. And what does it help us do? It helps us have complete physical, financial, and spiritual health. And I believe without those three pillars, you cannot have true peace of mind. There are a few other boxes that Enagic checks. So what is Enagic? Well, Enagic is a global opportunity which offers location freedom and time freedom. And I think that more than ever, people are realizing, hey, I don't have to be stuck where I am. I'm very blessed. I get to travel quite often. I'm traveling a lot more now. If that's something you're interested in, there's a way for you to really travel the world and live that laptop lifestyle like we do, and really leverage yourself in terms of location freedom. So this is the man behind it all, Mr. Hironari Oshiro. The company Enagic, if you haven't heard of it, that's okay. It's over in Japan. It was actually founded in 1974, the same year I was born. We'll be celebrating 50 years this year. This is what we call a legacy company and a legacy program. What does that mean? We're a 100-year company. And we have only affected about 3 to 4 million homes worldwide. And there's, billions and billions of people on this planet. So we haven't even gotten started. And we are a preventative health company, as I'll get into. What does the Worldwide Freedom Awareness Movement do? Well, we leverage Enagic's global distribution platform. So what does Enagic do best? Well, they manufacture all of our machines in our manufacturing facility in Osaka, Japan, and then we export those around the world through our 42 offices located in 25 countries that service 150 countries and growing worldwide. Yes, this is truly a global platform. The awards and documents with Enagic are of the highest standard and far-reaching. Inside the United States, we're the only water machine that has the WQA, that's the gold seal standard. You'll find it on filters and different things, but you'll only find it on one water machine in the world. There's a reason. And you'll only find this certification on one water machine, and that's the ISO 13485. That is the medical certification that has to be on any piece of medical equipment to be in any hospital in the world. This is our anti-inflammatory trifecta of health. There are advantages to being healthy from the inside out, the outside in, and then using a nutraceutical, powerful herb to synergistically reduce inflammation, help the body balance homeostasis, and really age more gracefully. We have a complete product line, variety of machines. We have entry-level machines all the way up to commercial machines. And the biggest thing, if you're on this call and you're just learning about the water, that I want you to be clear on is this is a natural process. There's lots of artificial ways to make our water. Like there's a lot of ways to make something right, look like a duck, quack like a duck. But there is really only a few ways to properly make molecular hydrogen that has a bioavailable effect in nature. One of the ways is lightning striking minerals, bodies of water, creates molecular hydrogen, also lightning striking soil. But the phenomenon we're going to talk about tonight is the dissociation of water, and that occurs every time lightning strikes water. Lightning strikes our planet, believe it or not, 1 billion times a day, roughly. And 75% of our planet is water. So roughly 700 to 800 million times a day, lightning is striking different bodies of water. Our innovative technology makes 5 different types of water, including 2 additional drinking waters for a total of 7 waters. And we're going to take a look at the best machine in the world.
So this is the solution. This is your brand new Congenate machine. This is going to be the best new decision that you have ever made for your preventative wellness program. So our Congenate makes 3 different drinking waters. Now, why does it make water? 3 different drinking waters? Well, that's because nobody's the same. You see, this is not a one-size-fits-all program. Most people eventually make it up to the 9.5 water. The machine also has a clean water. That's going to be for things like fish tanks or baby formula. It also has a beauty water. Women literally will buy this machine just for the beauty water. Remember, all your toners that you might buy at Nordstrom's for $20 to $200, those are a chemically made toner at a pH of about 5.5 to 6. Well, the machine with the push of a button, as you saw, makes unlimited amounts of these toners. And then, of course, the machine makes a strong acidic water, which is used as a disinfectant in our home. And then when the machine is making the strong acidic water, it's also making the strong 11.5 water, which we're going to demonstrate is the water we use to clean all of our produce. We use as a liquid laundry detergent, as we'll cover, and a variety of other household cleaning degreaser needs. Thank you.
All right, so this is the mighty K8 antioxidizer. So this is, as I started to mention, the most advanced hydrogen water machine in the world. We're going to explain the difference between things like hydrogen peroxide, molecular hydrogen, which is the real deal, and then things like those hydrogen bottles you might see online on Instagram and Facebook, and what those are really doing, and also the difference between ionized alkaline water. And there's a lot of misconceptions out there about that. But essentially, this water, as I mentioned, this machine makes a total of 7 types of water. The first is the antioxidant value that's produced when you produce molecular hydrogen. So molecular hydrogen actually has the ability to neutralize free radicals and really reduce inflammation. The machine also creates a superior structure of the water. So you might have heard some things about structured water and its benefits. And then, of course, it creates a very powerful alkalization process within the body. And we'll cover the differences there. So just know that oxidation is the root cause of 97% of degenerative diseases, okay? What's a degenerative disease? Well, a degenerative disease is something I can't catch. Okay, so if someone had some type of chronic disease that was like not degenerative, right? I could catch that. We're talking about things you can't catch, okay? Like cancer, like diabetes, like heart disease, like arthritis. Okay, what those conditions are caused by is too much oxidative stress over too long of a period of time. If you don't believe the apple turning brown, just cut an avocado, it'll turn black. So it's basically oxidation plus living tissue equals aging.
Too much acidity in the body is the leading cause of illness, premature aging, and inflammation. When the body is acidic, it is very hard for the body to heal itself. Now, the chart you're about to see and the demonstration you're going to see after the chart represents something called cellular voltage. It's essentially the measurement of each one of our cells, how negative, which is a good score, or how positive, hopefully not, our voltages of each one of our cells. As you can see on the chart to the very far left, you're going to see negative numbers. You can see congealed water or electrolyzed reduced water can have a negative voltage as high as negative 800. Now, if you look at a healthy child is born with a cellular voltage anywhere between negative 40 and negative 45. A healthy adult, right, with proper balance in their life, proper water, proper nutrition, all those good things, has a cellular voltage in the negative 20 to negative 25. That means every single one of my 70 to 100 trillion cells is hopefully around negative 20 to negative 25. Now, if you drop down on the chart, the problem is when we get a polarity change. And if you look to your right, you'll see that all these chronic diseases like weight gain, arthritis, are always in relationship to a polarity change. And if you see worse, you see people with a positive cellular voltage, meaning that all the cells in their body are now positively charged. That means that the person is setting themselves up for a host of degenerative issues. You also want to look to the left of this chart at the bottom. You can see where soda pop and reverse osmosis water is anywhere from positive 700 to positive 500. And if you go back up to the top to remind you that the actual Kangen water can be as high as negative 800 on the Kangen machine. Always a relationship to the intercellular wastewater or intercellular pH of each one of those cells and the correlation to its cellular voltage. Now, if you look at the bottom of the chart, you're going to see that the people that have a polarity change also have a correlating intercellular pH that's below 6.5. And we all know about Dr. Otto Warburg's findings in the relationship to too much acid in the body and a lot of chronic disease. You know, one of the things that happens when water is disassociated is it creates these electrical elements. So you'll see on the chart that we have on the positive side these electrical elements, and we can see on the acidic side we have these electrical elements. Now, keep in mind that the machine is always splitting water. Therefore, it's always making 2 types of water. And these electrical elements have incredible health benefit when it comes to mental health, digestive health, and overall well-being and negative cellular voltage in the body. Water is one of the most important elements to our body, and our bodies are made up of roughly 75% water. Through the process of electrolysis, Kangen water produces a very powerful electrically based antioxidant. What we're going to do here is the ORP test. ORP stands for oxidation reduction potential. So I have a Vidux ORP meter, and what it measures is it measures a water's potential to rust or oxidize, or a water's potential to reduce oxidation. And so what we're going to do here is go ahead and stick this meter in the soda, and as you would probably guess, soda is very oxidizing, over 700 positive. We'll go over here to the Gatorade, and we're going to be at over 700 positive. Then go over here to the vitamin water, it's supposed to be healthy, over 400 positive. Let's go over here to the Pedialyte, almost 500 positive. Let's go over here to the bottled water, Dasani, #1 sold bottled water in the world, over 500 positive. That's reverse osmosis water. Aquafina's Pepsi Cola's version of the same product, reverse osmosis as well, almost 600 positive. Go ahead here to the Kangen water and let this thing go negative. We'll see how high we get. Yeah, negative over 400. So as you can see, all of these beverages are liquid, obviously, and clear, but in terms of their energetic properties, their ability to, one over here to improve our health, all of these beverages up here will keep you alive, but they're very counterproductive to living a healthy lifestyle.
Yes, they are. So essentially what this is about raising our frequency. So I gotta say 90, I don't get to say all, 97% of illness is when we have a voltage imbalance in the body. So someone that has a very high frequency, a very negative voltage in terms of have a lot of electrons in their system and carry a high frequency, it's going to be very hard for that person to develop a chronic condition. As I mentioned in the last chart, when there's a polarity change, that's where we're in trouble. So it's math, right? And this is the study I was referring to, the Dr. Otto Warburg study. This gentleman won a Nobel Prize in 1931, and then another one for the exact same study in a little bit more detail in 1933, and nobody's been able to discredit this, but this sort of information is just really swept under the rug, right? When it comes to the Western medical model. But basically, cancer is associated with too much acid in the body and hypoxia, which is a lack of oxygen. That's why breath work, meditation is so important, exercise, and then having a universal solvent that actually works with your body. And in the human body's case, it's water. And that's why the water is so effective. So we're going to take a look at pH.
Okay, so what I have here next, we're going to do the pH test. So what I have here is some pH tester. It's something similar you would use for your hot tub or pool. Most people pay better attention to the pH of their hot tub or aquarium or pool than they do their own body. And so what we're going to do is take about 5 drops into each one of these liquids, and the color of the beverage will turn to correlate to the pH chart and value of each one of these liquids based off the color they turn and the chart below each one of these beverages. So as you can see, there is a huge difference. We have Kangen water at a 9.5 pH. We have the soda over here at a 2.5 pH, and then everything pretty much in between. Look at how acidic the Pedialyte is, the bottled water is. And what you may not be aware of pH, pH stands for potential hydrogen, but a pH chart is also logarithmic. So just like a seismograph for an earthquake, a 6.5 earthquake is pretty bad, but a 7.5 earthquake is 10 times the 6.5. That's why you see such catastrophic damage at just a point higher. It's actually to the power of 10. Well, likewise, a pH chart is also logarithmic. So when I go from 7 to 6, that's 10 times more acidic. 6 to 5 is 100, 5 to 4 is 1,000. So these beverages from the Aquafina all the way down are anywhere from 30,000 times to 50,000 times more acidic than my blood, which has a pH of 7.365. So just like a 7.5 earthquake is catastrophic, something that's 50,000 or 30,000 times more acidic than your blood is catastrophic for your health. But what about these energy drinks? What about these designer coconut waters? Let's go ahead and just test these right in front of you and see how aggressive these are. So let's go ahead and test these energy drink. Everybody's had a Red Bull probably in their life. This beverage is gaining in popularity. We'll just take those same pH testers, same pH tester. And as you probably guessed, incredibly acidic, incredibly acidifying, and again, catastrophic for your health. Everything that we're doing is aggressive on our bodies. We live in a very aggressive world. We're under incredible stress. But what about if I worked out today, right? I made myself more acidic because working out creates lactic and uric acid buildup. But by drinking Kangen water, I can help bring my body back to balance. What if I worried today? Stress as part of our modern lifestyle is of extreme levels. What about the Pedialyte? What if I drank that today? What if I gave this to my child today? Can't touch the Kangen water. Can't touch it. Can't touch it. Why? These beverages are so acidic. Listen, I've got this diluted soda now, and just a few drops of this diluted soda kills a healthy environment. Matter of fact, one soda a day can limit the body's ability to heal for up to 72 hours. Look at how the soda kills. We'll go over here to the Kangen water. It'll fight it. It'll try its best. It's 32 to 1. So if you drink one soda, it's going to take 32 of the equivalent of Kangen water to bring it back to balance. Or you can let your bones and teeth do it like most people do. I choose Kangen water instead.
Absolutely. All right, superior hydration. It's a big deal. So as I mentioned, in the human body, our universal solvent's water. Most people, okay, and I could probably say 60 plus, maybe 70% of the population is walking around unintentionally chronically dehydrated, which leads to unintentional chronic acidosis. Guys, when we're young, we can deal with this. Our bodies are so full of bicarbonate buffers. Matter of fact, every one of us spent our first 9 months in our mother's perfect alkaline womb, and we came out super alkaline babies, and we were about 86% water. When most people go into cardiac arrest, which one of the leading causes of cardiac arrest is a pH imbalance so extreme and dehydration so extreme, and then they have a compromised system, that when you go into the hospital with cardiac arrest, the first thing they do is they pump you full of bicarbonate buffers, right? And they hydrate you, if they're able to, keep your heart going. So it's a really important component to health as we age. Hydration is even more important if you're over the age of 30 or 40, because we just don't have the natural mechanisms to compensate for acidosis or dehydration. So one of the benefits of that lightning strike is that, and one of the benefits of our machine is that we're actually able to restructure the water for human and animal availability. So this is a study by Victor Rios. You will not do the study on this type of water that he's done, but Kangen water, you can literally absorb up to 95% of what you consume at a 9.5 pH. It's literally 6 times more hydrating than regular water. And regular water would be considered tap water, well water, spring water, or bottled water, which does keep you alive, right? Or most of us would not be here, but it does not have the capacity to work intercellularly. So we covered the 3 drinking waters. We're going to go ahead and cover the 11.5 water, which is one of my favorite waters. And here's your history lesson. The EPA now allows you to consume up to 30 times the herbicides, insecticides, and pesticides that they allowed in 2012. 2012, the minimum standards for health and safety guidelines was 2 ounces per year. By 2019, it was 60 ounces. Today, it's even higher. What you're about to see is atrazine. Glyphosate used to be called atrazine. It's now glyphosate. Glyphosate is the same primary ingredient you're going to find in Roundup.
And most of you will be shocked to see the amount of poison. All right, so same water you can use to clean the interior of your car or replace degreasers in your kitchen is the same water we're going to use to remove these petroleum-based herbicides, insecticides, and pesticides that are on all of our foods. And then what you have here to the glass to your left is going to be the Congan tomatoes, and then the glass to your right is going to be the tap water tomato. What we're going to do here is take the Congan tomatoes, and as you probably could expect, and most of you will be shocked to see the amount of poison that's on the Congan tomatoes. Now we're going to go over here to the tap water tomatoes, pour those off, and alarmingly, you can see nothing really came off those tomatoes, but look at the poison.
Yeah, it's huge. So glyphosate, and you can look this up. You can also look up electrolyzed reduced water if you want to. You won't do the research that I've done or we've done, but glyphosate is what you can look up anywhere. And what you'll find is it's an endocrine disrupting chemical that affects our glands. It's specifically designed by the, I'll just say it, by the deep state to control and manipulate hormone levels, suppress reproduction, cause cancer. Prostate is a gland, breast is a gland, lymphatic system is a gland. It also causes all of these weird other birth defects that we're finding. And this isn't me saying it. MIT's got the studies out, you know, and that's not ASU, right? That's MIT, no offense, but pretty significant studies that show that this glyphosate is the leading cause of birth defects in children. What do most women do when they're pregnant? They eat more fruits and vegetables. So it keeps feeding the monster. What's the monster? Big Pharma, right? Who are they in bed with? The AMA. Who's the AMA? The American Medical Association. And I have 25 years experience, and I lost both my parents to degenerative diseases that could have been prevented, but they died from the treatment of those diseases, right? More people die from treatments of disease in this country than you could even imagine. So the machine also makes a clean water. That's for things like baby formula, fish tanks. The machine also makes a beauty water, as I mentioned in the video. Women and men alike will buy this machine just for the beauty water. Incredible antibacterial, antiparasitic water. And then the strong acidic water is even more powerful in terms of antiparasitic and antibacterial. The 2.5 water is one of my favorite waters around the house. We use it as a hand sanitizer in a neti pot. We use it for a host of other uses topically. And then internally, if you ever had food poisoning, we use it to do parasitic flushes at least once a month. A lot of times people have parasites that are causing weight gain and obesity and things like that, and they don't know it. A lot of times those live in the digestive system. Remember that weight gain is the body working perfectly. It's protecting itself from itself. So when we can get the biology of the body right, homeostasis restored in the body, amazing things happen with our biology. The body is designed to heal itself. So it's quite powerful. Topically now, this 2.5 can be used for things like eczema, psoriasis, different types of skin care. We use it in our eyes, or as I mentioned, in a neti pot. We use it as a bleach equivalent in our home. So we use it in place of any bleach equivalent in our laundry to disinfect our home. It's quite a revolutionary water. Matter of fact, the scientific term for this type of water is hypochlorous acid, and your body actually produces hypochlorous acid anytime you have a wound or an infection. It's an immune system response. So your body produces the very water that the Japanese figured out how to make from ordinary water as part of the way that the body and the immune system works to keep you safe, alive, and free from foreign invaders. Pretty wild. And yes, we can boost our immune system by supplementing with this type of water. So we're going to talk about being healthy from the outside in and the inside out. And this is the outside in part. So this beautiful woman taking a shower to your left has no idea, if she is a healthy person, that if that is unfiltered water, that is one of the most unhealthy things that she could do for herself, because she's literally taking a chemical bath. So anything that touches her skin will eventually go into her bloodstream, and then her lymphatic system's got to clean her blood. So the average person in a 5-minute shower will absorb the equivalent of the chemical composition contained within 1 liter of tap water. So 33 ounces worth of the chemical compound, like you drank 33 ounces of tap water if you're bathing in tap water. So what does Enagic have? They have a solution, which is our Enespa DX. This is an organic mineralizer. Enagic secured the mineral rights from a certain hot spring in Hokkaido, Japan. This hot spring's been known to heal the body for thousands of years. So essentially what I have in my bathrooms is I have the ability to have a hot spring shower every time I shower or bathe. Yes, it's got a bathtub attachment, so you can actually take really healthy soaks, use all your bath bombs, all your different things, and enhance your life. So this is the last part of our trifecta of health. We're going to take a look at one of the most misunderstood, most powerful herbs in the world.
Okay, you've learned a lot about the Kangen water. Let's talk about the turmeric product that Enagic offers. In Japan, turmeric is referred to as Ukon. So this is our Ukon technology. It's a very powerful nutraceutical form of a very common supplement you might find in regular stores. So what we're going to do really quickly is explain why our turmeric product, whether it be in the tea, whether it be in the organic soap we offer, why it's so much better than anything you can buy over the counter or other online retailers. The first thing to know that turmeric as a whole is more powerful than 7 different common over-the-counter anti-inflammatories. And in recent studies, turmeric, the root, may be more powerful than 14 different anti-cancer drugs. Let me explain to you why our organic turmeric is so special. Most of the turmeric or Ukon that you can buy over the counter currently is just the spring variety. That also includes what you can buy in a root form in the store. And the reason the spring variety is available is because it's common. It also does not contain all of the anti-inflammatory properties, the turmeric oil, or the high levels of curcumin naturally occurring within the turmeric, like the autumn dun. So you can see that Enagic has taken all the mineral benefits of the spring turmeric, as well as all of the benefits of the autumn turmeric. Now, autumn turmeric is incredibly expensive and very challenging to grow, and it only flowers once a year. So with Enagic, with our organic fields, with our practices in terms of processing, we're able to blend not only the autumn, but the spring turmeric to create a very synergistic effect. And again, that's available not only in our Ukon pill form, but also our teas. In addition to the spring and autumn turmeric that's properly blended. Now, this is not an extract, right? This is actually, you can break our capsules open and put our organic turmeric right on the skin. It has not only the turmeric oil, it has other essential oils, flaxseed oil, primrose oil, other powerful vitamins like vitamin B, vitamin E, niacin, folic acid. All of this encapsulated in a very powerful patented gel cap that is specially sealed and protected against all forms of oxidation. So the essential minerals, or what we call electrolytes, or carbonate buffers that you're looking for in many of those sports drinks or other supplements that, by the way, technically are not healthy for you, those essential minerals or electrolytes that you're looking for are calcium, magnesium, potassium, psyllium, sodium. Okay, those are carbonate buffers. They're very powerfully contained within our Kangen Ukon. Combined, it allows you to have a very synergistic effect in terms of the powerful minerals provided through the Kangen Ukon and the proper mineral profile provided through your Kangen. So thank you for watching this video.
All right, so this is our complete product line. I just want to let you know about that turmeric product. Turmeric or turmeric, as the video mentioned, is referred to as Ukon in Japan. Probably one of the most beneficial things you can do if you're dealing with any type of acidosis or inflammatory issue. You could literally, people that are on ibuprofen can literally over a period of about 2 or 3 days, build up the turmeric in their system and get off those, which are very dangerous. A lot of people live on over-the-counter anti-inflammatories, and so there's safe ways to do it with in a natural way that actually improves your health. So again, these are our product lines. These machines are not expensive. I'm telling you, you buy, let's for example, we'll just use our Kate example at $4,980. The average person, the consumer right now, is spending about $2,000 to $3,000 a year in single-use bottles, sodas, energy drinks, things of that nature. And so not only are you doing your part to reduce your eco footprint in the environment, as we're going to get to, you're also saving yourself money. It also comes in most countries, in most cases, with quite a tax benefit. And then if you are price point sensitive, we do have the Junior 4 machine, which is an incredible machine. This machine, in my opinion, is probably valued at about $15,000. The machine, my K8 that I have on my counter, I purchased in 2017. So that means it's going on 7 years old. And then my original SD501 you see at the top there, I purchased in 2011. So that's going on, 12, 13, 14 years. So pretty wild. Our shower systems, that is not the price point. A lot of people think that's an expensive shower filter. That's not what that is. Again, an organic mineralizer. And there are advantages to coming in with all three of the products that we sell. And again, the IEU, which is the Environmental Grand Prize, and Enagic has won this award. So you can feel good about partnering with us. We're talking about helping the world rethink, reduce, and renew its eco footprint. And again, this is our anti-inflammatory package. And again, this is our trifecta of health. And again, there are advantages I'm going to show you next to investing in all three of our products. And most people are not paying out of pocket. Most people are using a variety of our financing options. You know, institutional money isn't always smart money, but when you're buying a product with your good credit that saves you money, gives you international global distribution rights, as we're going to get to, and also allows you to improve the quality of your health and save money every month, this is just a smart buy. It's a smart decision. So I'm going to go ahead and admit a couple other people, and we're going to take a look at the Enagic business opportunity with this really quick 2-minute trailer.
The world is changing faster than ever. What used to take decades is now taking years or even months.
What you see right now is the illusion that people have had for many decades about the workplace being a secure place to work the rest of your life. For the first time in the history of our nation, our children will not do as well as us.
We've seen our friends get laid off. We've been laid off. We've had our pay cut.
People are overworked and underpaid. They seem to have less time and less freedom. They live under constant pressure.
This is going to be forced. And so even if your employer loves you, they may have to cut you.
There's something wrong. That on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%. Technology is accelerating. Job security is declining. Just doesn't seem like the old models of making a living are as reliable as they used to be. Every aspect of our lives, there's a better way out there, but we're still doing it the old way. We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way. The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money. It's what are we going to do with all the displaced unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills.
Hey, sports fans, industrial age is getting over. It's dead. It's dying. That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.
Why do we tell our kids to do that? Because we don't know what else to tell them to do, right? Student loan debt's one of the worst debts you can have. I mean, we all have stories we all know about, whether it be ourselves or colleagues or our own children that, went to college and they're not even working in that profession. I'm not saying that education doesn't have its place. I'm saying that, we want to be teaching our kids to be entrepreneurial, to explore their talents, to live their passions, not become, debtor slaves, right? To a system that's designed to keep you suppressed. And this is a freedom movement, right? So that's why I speak about this. Nobody's on this call by accident. And again, this may not be for you right now. This may be something for you in the future. This may be something you want to add and supplement your income. But what I will say is about that documentary, it's an hour long. If you have a child that's over the age of 12, you should show it to them. It's incredible. It talks about everything. It's such an education in, just the way our economy works and what's really going on out there. So to understand this unique business model, it's something that you don't have to understand to earn money. This is something that my good buddy who's on the call, Paul Baker, calls a hybrid. And I agree with him. So it's the best of direct sales and multi-level marketing combined in a patented 8-point distribution model. And most network marketing companies have something called a compensation plan. Enagic has a patented compensation plan. Most network marketing compensation plans are willable. So just like that, we're talking about legacy and generational income. With Enagic, there's no qualifications and there's no annual renewals. When you buy the machine, it comes with global distribution rights. Literally, I mean, really, if you want to look at this way, you're buying the global distribution rights and the franchise, and you get the machine for free. It's however you want to look at it. But it's almost a really nice way to look at it because it's really the truth of the matter. For this illustration, we're going to show you the patented 8-point system. We're going to use the Conganate machine. It's our global machine. It's the machine we sell the most of. It's the machine. It's the best machine in the world. And it does everything that you want it to do in terms of performance and function. We do have other machines like our commercial machine that pay more, and some of our machines pay less. So just so you know, let's just say you came in with a trifecta. Most people will finance a complete trifecta for somewhere around $10,000 to $12,000, depending on how they do it, depending on what machine they buy. And if you do that, you're going to come in with all 3 of your positions, and you're going to own what we call all 3 of your franchises. What that does for you is on your very first sale, it allows you to double your commission and open up a $680 business center. When that happens, a few things are going to happen. Number one, if that person that you sign up is excited about the opportunity as well, maybe they want to do affiliate marketing online, maybe they want to learn sales funnels and paid advertising, maybe they want to create a personal brand online, and they go out and they sell 10 K8s, you're going to get 10 checks for $680. If they go out and sell 100 K8s, you're going to get 100 checks for $680, guys. This is a very powerful program. Now, it's not a money tree. It does pay 8 levels or 8 points, whichever comes first. But in most cases, you will not get below 8 points until you're at least a 6A. After 10 group sales or individual sales, you get another 100% raise. Here's the magical thing. At between 10 or 12 sales, you've recouped your initial investment in your water machine. By 14 to 15 sales, you've recouped your expenses on your trifecta. By 20 sales, you have a return on investment, and you've made about $5,000 to $10,000, depending on where those sales came in. Yes, this is what we call quick return Kongan. This is not a scam. This is a real business with real product sales. This is a real direct sales company. This is something that can leverage your life and change your life. When Enagic becomes the plan for you, and you work with people like us, you will have success. When it's the backup plan, when it's a part-time gig, you'll sell some machines, you'll get your return on investment. But when Enagic becomes the plan for you, that's when your life will change. So it's been my plan now for over a decade. At 20 group sales, you then on your 21st, you become 4A. At 50, you then become 5A. At 100, you then become 6A. At 6A, a few things happen. Not only do you earn on average about $100,000 on your road to 6A, but Educational allowance then releases below you, and you're able to open up 6-point business centers anywhere in the world we're open. And then the company also offers you educational allowances and bonuses. The reasons people are succeeding, well, number one, we're in the fastest growing industry in the world. Direct sales and network marketing, home-based is where it's at. It's a duplicatable system, powerful overrides and bonuses, unique compensation plan. And we have the global distribution rights. There's a real career path for you. There's real profit sharing for you here. You do not have to wait to retire to enjoy it. I have been receiving profit sharing as a 6823 since 2017. That's like 7 years now. That blows my mind. This company's incredible. I've received every title incentive all the way up to the 25,000. I'm getting ready to hit the 50,000 2.4. And there's about 500 6823s in the world. We all profit share in each other's business. It's about unification and global prosperity. So there's a real career path here if you choose to take it. The next move is to become a distributor. The time is now. There is not a better time than now. What are your next steps? Well, your next steps is to book a call with me directly or the person that invited you to this meeting. Either that or one of our discovery team members will reach out to you. You can visit vslworkonlinewithcarlos.com if you'd like to check out Online Empires and join our amazing community of online entrepreneurs, or check with the person who invited you and see if they have a personal link they'd like you to use. Definitely check out my YouTube channel. I've got all those shorts you saw in here, all sorts of product videos, the full 31-minute product demo, and the complete 20-minute business overview. And then you can request a copy of this live webinar for your friends, family, or significant others. We invite you to see this again, invite a friend or someone new, and let's check out that Conganate machine again.
So this is the solution. This is your brand new Conganate machine. This is going to be the best new decision that you have ever made for your preventative wellness program. So our Conganate makes 3 different drinking waters. Now, why does it make 3 different drinking waters? Well, that's because nobody's the same. You see, this is not a one-size-fits-all program. Most people eventually make it up to the 9.5 water. The machine also has a clean water. That's going to be for things like fish tanks or baby formula. It also has a beauty water. Women literally will buy this machine just for the beauty water. Remember, all your toners that you might buy at Nordstrom's for $20 to $200, those are a chemically made toner at a pH of about 5.5 to 6. Well, the main machine with the push of a button, as you saw, makes unlimited amounts of these toners. And then, of course, the machine makes a strong acidic water, which is used as a disinfectant in our home. And then when the machine is making the strong acidic water, it's also making the strong 11.5 water, which we're going to demonstrate is the water we use to clean all of our produce. We use as a liquid laundry detergent, as we'll cover, and a variety of other household cleaning degreaser needs. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't seen the product demo, that's what I would recommend next. And again, get in contact with me directly or anyone that introduced you to this video and ask how you can put this technology in your life for the rest of your life.
Indeed. So this is how you can contact me directly. We are available in real time for you. We are not bots. We are not hiding behind anything. We're real people doing this business all out in our real homes, in this real country. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. Thank you, everybody who hung